Well, we've got a new round of health inspection reports, and it's time to let you know which restaurants are not keeping clean kitchens.
Here is Jason Berry with tonight's all-new Dirty Dining Report.
Rodent droppings in the kitchen, food kept past its discard date. You might get sick to your stomach when you hear about the violations inspectors uncovered at Valley restaurants this week. Rosati's Pizza and Sports Pub at Dynamite and Tatum and Cave Creek. 3 major health code violations. A raw beef patty over cannoli cream. A tub of mozzarella cheese out of temperature. Sanitizer solution not strong enough. R&R restaurant on Scottsdale Road off 2nd Street in Scottsdale. 4 violations. Rodent droppings in food. A container of eggs stored on top of cooked pasta. Raw meatballs and ham not held to the proper temperature. Rodent droppings on shelves of a dry storage area. And the place with the most health code violations? It's a tie. The Creek Patio Grill at Tatum and Dynamite in Cave Creek. The India Kitchen at Pima and Raintree in Scottsdale. And Ecstasy at Shea and Scottsdale Road in Scottsdale. They all had 5 major violations. The Creek Patio Grill had a bartender holding a phone, then cutting limes. A dishwasher not cleaning properly. A roast not cooking properly. Raw chicken, pork, and beef out of temperature. An employee not using gloves. The India Kitchen had workers not washing their hands properly. Marinated raw chicken stored above ready-to-eat sauces. Cooked chicken and cooked pasta not cooling properly. Chicken and rice not date-marked. Chicken curry kept past its discard date. And Ecstasy, it had employee jackets on dry storage shelves. An employee cracking an egg, then not washing his hands. Boxes of raw chorizo over boxes of bacon. Cooked chicken breast out of temperature. Salsa and tuna salad kept past their discard dates. All of the restaurants are now on notice to clean up or could face legal action. Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.
And here's a look at who made our Dean's List this week. The restaurants with perfect scores: Otto Pizza Pastry at Mill and University in Tempe, Joe's Real Barbecue at Gilbert and Page in Gilbert, Barrow's Pizza at 67th Avenue and Beardsley in Glendale, and 3 more here: McDonald's at 7th Avenue and Van Buren in Phoenix, Fat Tuesday at 6th Street and Mill in Tempe, and the Great Skate of Arizona at 43rd Avenue in Glendale.
I love that place. All right, robots.